Afternoon, Minister Barrow and I spent some time discussing our bilateral relationship. France is our earliest strategic partner in Europe. I think the quality of our ties is something very special. So we discussed our bilateral cooperation, global issues. We hope to welcome President Macron in India soon. Thank you all. Let me begin by appreciating the invitation, Minister Barrow, to the Weimar format meeting. And to Ministers Wareful and Sikorsky, let me thank you for the pleasure of your company, your time, your views. I think we had really short but very deep and very open discussions on a range of issues today. Before we did that, earlier in the afternoon, Minister Barrow and I spent some time discussing our bilateral relationship. France is our earliest strategic partner in Europe. I think the quality of our ties is something very special. So we discussed our bilateral cooperation, global issues. We hope to welcome President Macron in India soon. So I had a good day even before the Weimar format meeting. Now, where India is concerned, this is the first time that we are engaging in this format. And our discussions were largely centered on three issues: India-European Union relations, the Indo-Pacific, and the Ukraine conflict. One context for doing so is the deepening engagement that we have with Europe. It is reflected in a collective endeavor with Brussels, but it is also sustained by efforts from individual European member states. As these conversations advance and cooperation deepens, it is natural that we have smaller group interactions that support this larger direction, and I think that is what we see today. A second context is, of course, a world that is under churn. We have been witnessing for quite some years now that churn in the Indo-Pacific. Europe is going through its own challenging circumstances, many of which have strategic implications. But beyond that, there have also been overarching developments that could redefine the global order itself. We may be located in different parts of the world, but despite that, perhaps even because of that, it is extremely useful for us to exchange views regularly and to share assessments. Among India's major relationships, I believe that the one with the European Union and Europe, and obviously with its member states, has the most room to grow today. We have tremendous unrealized potential and many new areas to explore. It is appropriate that this format, which has brought us together, has three very important European partners. My discussions today leave me confident that they will support that effort to take India-Europe ties to the next level. At the end of the day, the world is moving in a multipolar direction. Factors and events that make it more volatile and uncertain also make a very powerful argument for deeper collaboration among those who are like-minded, those who have convergence, and those who have shared views. That is the exercise that has brought us together. Minister Barrow, dear colleagues, let me say that it's a great pleasure to be in Paris again for our regular bilateral consultations. France is amongst our oldest strategic partner, the first in Europe. And I believe, Minister, that our continuous conversation is an important part of nurturing that relationship. Now, our particular meeting takes place in the larger context of considerable global uncertainty. And in such a situation, it is natural that strategic partners would consult very closely. We must and we are making full use of the various mechanisms we have in different domains. We've just had a very productive exchange of views on global and regional issues. So I'm very confident that the session we're going to have on bilateral cooperation will take forward our wide-ranging agenda, perhaps generate new ideas how to implement Horizon 2047 roadmap. As you noted, apart from our bilateral ties, we are both very active in the international arena. This year we chair the BRICS, you chair the G7. We are both members of the G20. We're also otherwise active in a number of other international organizations. So as two nations committed to multipolarity, I believe that our working together is important for ourselves, also for stabilizing the global politics at this stage. So thank you for inviting me. Thank you for the particular privilege of addressing your ambassadors' conference.